Good afternoon, Dr. Shah.
A very, very good afternoon.
Nice to meet you today, and thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you today. We have a lot of questions on homeopathy, and I would move on to the first one. Dr. Shah, you have recently been honored with the KHA Humanitarian Award, with which I sincerely congratulate you. Dr. Shah, please tell us more about this award.
There is an organization which is pro bono based in USA, and they have been doing number of webinars since last many years. And they were finding the details about different authors, speakers, homeopaths across the globe. And when they saw the work which we had done during the COVID time, giving out more than 1.2 million homeopathic medicines, preventive medicines for COVID-19, and the kind of work which we have been doing for last, say, 25 years on telemedicine, we have been treating hundreds and thousands of patients in remote villages of India. Very, very poor people. Some people don't even get two-time food. So we have, Government of India has got common service center, which reaches to these people, and we provide them with homeopathic medicines. And we have treated more than 500,000 patients in absolute remote villages. That is 500,000 patients in remote places of India. And we have been awarded for that work. So when she came across, and she's also wonderful, Dr. Kavita is a wonderful human being. And she's doing absolutely a lot of work for propaganda of homeopathy. So she, the team, they have a big team of people who are working, a committee, which they chose me for this award. And that is how, that is the story about it.
Very impressive with this. I have already heard about this history about 1.5 million of doses of homeopathic remedies. It is a great effort to our community.
Constantine, it was not 1.5 million doses. It was 1.2 million people.
People, okay.
Doses there, many more.
Very impressive.
Many more.
Okay, thank you very much. I sincerely congratulate you one more time. And I researched your biography a little, and I know that you've been in homeopathy for about 45 years.
Right. I passed out in 76.
Okay.
So now we are celebrating 45th year.
Great. And can you tell us, during this time, many events have passed in your professional life. What do you remember most from working as homeopath during all this career?
See, during this career, what has touched me, that when you find the right medicine, there is an amazing difference in the state of health of patients. That is what has touched me the most. Like, a patient who was on 5 liters of oxygen daily, and being a cardiac surgeon,
Yes.
And she has a hardening of mitral valve, lot of complication. For 2 years, she was on 5 liters of oxygen. When we put them on the right homeopathic medicines, we have been able to bring it down from 5 to 3 to 2 to 1. And then she was totally off oxygen, and she could travel all over Bombay. So such cases, and when oncologist says that this patient is going to die in next 15 days, we see this patient, and patient recovers and completely resumes the work, and she's able to go to the office. Now, these are the things which give us happiness, which give us a lot of satisfaction. and desire to work more and then more and more of more. So many such cases, a schizophrenic lady with an atrophy of kidney, and the Bombay hospital, which is one of the most leading allopathic hospital, the radiologist says after 6 months that completely the atrophied kidney is functioning, and she was supposed to go for a surgery. And he is shocked. He said, "What did you do?" Or a huge chocolate cyst completely disappearing in 6 months, and she's able to deliver another child.
Right, great.
These are the cases, these are the cases.
Great. I also can remember as I met you first time, it was in April this year, as you hold your presentation on our heart and homeopathy symposium, and you presented a case of an old lady who had a severe tricuspid regurgitation with 5 or 6 liter oxygen, and then
yeah, same case.
yeah, and it is very, very interesting. It touched me very deep because I know which suffer does it mean if you, which suffer for patient does it mean if you have to perform an open heart surgery, and very nice. So before we move on to the main part of the interview, and in order for our viewers to immediately tune into our mood, I ask you to finish the following sentence. Homeopathy is. What is homeopathy for you? Homeopathy is. Can you end this?
Homeopathy is something which you should do passionately, and it can relieve millions of people if the right selected medicine is given at the right time. And secondly, it is one of the system of medicine which has got the largest preventive aspect of treatment, which is very difficult in other systems of medicine. And it treats you and brings balance in psycho, neuro, endocrinal imbalance. It brings it back to normality, and it gives you a health at the physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual level. That is what I will say, homeopathy.
Thank you very much for your definition of homeopathy. I will write it down. So we move on to the next part. You are well known as an experienced educator in homeopathy, and we have prepared some questions about education in homeopathy.
Okay.
You told us about your journey in homeopathy about more than 55 years. Dr. Shah, and what would you advise? Or what advice do you have for young students who have just chosen to study homeopathy?
See, I would say that this is the best profession they have taken. So these people have been gifted by God, and they have been given power. So young students should get passionate. They should start getting specialization. Like they should focus. Some of the people could focus only on allergy. Some of the people could focus on arthritis and invent a lot of things. Collect evidence-based cases. Like, see, suppose if our homeopaths, we have more than 200 to 300,000 homeopaths across the world. If each one contributes just one case in a year, I'm not expanding more, which is evidence-based, then there will be a lot of material for students to learn. Suppose if he sees, say, 100 cases of lycopodium, he'll be able to visualize lycopodium. And materia medica is nothing but a living materia medica. If you start experiencing this materia medica in your heart, you will see that, when the patient is just walking in, you will be able to diagnose the prescription. I'll just tell you a very simple case of one of my teacher. Uh, he was a very great prescriber and he was a fantastic observer. There was a patient in the hospital lying down for more than 1.5 months. And he had PO, the pyrexia of unknown origin, fever which was not coming under control. Lot of medicines were given, allopathic, homeopathic. They said he has got probably tuberculosis. Everything was tested. And this senior physician just enters the room and he walks out. And he says, give him this prescription. People were shocked, the students, the teachers, the whole bunch of them were there. They said, how come you are able to observe? And he had observed that it was summer. And in summer, this man had, the skin was peeling off from the hands and the feet. So as soon as he entered, he saw the skin peeling off. And in summer, there's only one remedy, that is sarsaparilla. In winter, it is petroleum. So he saw it, and based on that, he gave sarsaparilla, an amazing result. A fever which was not coming down for 45 days. In 48 hours, fever touched normality. Temperature touched normality. Now, this is the kind of prescriptions. So fortunately, we have got many teachers. So all of us, if we compile such cases together, and this case bank becomes a learning material for all the students across the globe.
Dr. Shah, let's talk about future perspectives, please. With the current global scenario post-pandemic and with instances of homeopathy proving its efficacy during COVID-19 pandemic, how do you see the future of homeopathy?
See, as such, I believe that homeopathy is a science of future. And, whatever hundreds of things, what Hahnemann had said 200 years back, like classification of the disease, one-sided diseases, and all these things people are accepting now. They're accepting the separation theory. They're also accepting that every cell has got its own intelligence now. So I feel that if all of us come together on one platform with one voice, saying that I stand up for homeopathy, we stand up for homeopathy, it is possible to have maximum number of people converting to homeopathy, and making homeopathy as a household name should be our aim. And our name should not be on individual progress, but the progress of entire community to create a very healthy, harmonious homeopathic world. This should be our mission. I mean, all of us should strive to work on this mission and bring success. And, there's a beautiful story. In California, there are huge trees. You must be aware, redwood trees, sequoia trees. They are 200, 300 feet tall, and they are there for 2,000 years, 3,000 years. And their root go only 3 feet down. But with lot of tsunamis, lot of cyclone, lot of problem, they don't get uprooted. And there is only one secret. The secret is that even if there is a baby tree born, the roots intermingle with other tree root. So if there are old tree which are 3,000 years old, they will take care of the baby tree, intermingle with their roots, and do not allow that baby to die. So same way, we should form a sequoia effect or a redwood effect, where all of us should get connected and support every home. The take-home message is, have fire in you, have energy in you, have passion in you, and the world will come to you without any problem. You must have a fire, you must have a passion. If you're a dead person, you can't do anything. There are many living people who are already dead. Only thing they need a certificate. They are waiting for that certificate. But if you have a fire, take off the message, have a fire at 67. If I could have this energy at 24 or 25 or 30, you should have double my energy. If I can work from 4 in the morning till 10 in the night, I'm sure you can do it. If I spend every day 2 hours learning something new in medicine, something new in homeopathy, I think all of you have got a better chance. In old days, the communications were very difficult. Today, the technology has made so much. In the last event, we had 27,000 registration from 100 countries. Now, if you are to travel actually to any webinar or, any seminar or conference, you have to pay for your traveling, you have to pay for the stay, you have to pay for, everything. And that costs a bomb. And 100 price, if you are able to have better experience, plus you can repeat it. Now, suppose if there are in conference, there are 4 auditoriums which are running concurrently, you'll miss something. Here, even if you miss something, in 72 hours of marathon which we had, you can open it anytime. If you want to remember some of the symptoms of Avena Sativa, you can just open it again, anytime. So this is possible with technology, and I'm sure with the time to come, you'll have, you'll be giving a, what we are giving a interview now. You can have next 200 people sitting next to you, like an auditorium.
Yes.
With the technology shifting.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Dr. Shah, for sharing your energy. We are nearing to the end of our wonderful meeting. And
thank you, Vasanthi.
Thank you very much. And according to Wikipedia, you're a very famous person. You'll be celebrating your birthday next week. If so?
Yes, 9th of June. 9th of June, 1955.
So I want to wish you a great family celebration next week, as well as health, energy, and joy for your next 45 years in homeopathy, at least.
Oh, it would be great. Great. Thank you very much for your wonderful wishes. And I wish all your colleagues, all your friends, a very best of luck. And I want to thank Roman for arranging this beautifully. And Konstantin, I'm really happy to meet you. We look forward to meet again and again and again.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Shah.
Thank you.
We will meet again and again.
Thank you.